So, where are you going this year?
South Padre.
Okay. Did you go somewhere last year?
I went to South Padre last year.
Okay. How did you decide to go there? Really?
Well, last year it was like a last minute thing. Literally, I just wanted to go somewhere with my friends, and like a week before, we were like, okay, we'll just start looking at condos, and we just found this place, happened, and it fit all of us, and so we called them up and booked it and left.
Oh wow.
And went, and it was fun.
Did you did you know, have you been there before?
When I was little, my family lived in like Corpus Christi, some relatives of mine, but I'd never actually been to South Padre Island, and so I didn't really know what to expect until I got there. And it was still kind of cold because it was only the second week in March, and so it was like the water was still kind of cold. But it was still fun, like sand castles, and then
with like all your friends and stuff?
Yeah, and then we went to go like to the actual Coca-Cola Beach and like listen to music there, and then we'd go to the pool because like the resort had 3 pools, and so we would just lay out at the pool and just kind of relax.
Fun. Yeah. So what are you looking forward to this year?
It's a different group of people that are going, so I'm kind of looking forward to that because last year I wasn't crazy about the people that went. And so this year it's actually some of my friends, and I'm looking forward to actually like going shopping more and like kind of checking out like all the stores along the strip and maybe going to a couple of the clubs and restaurants because we only went to one restaurant last year, and I would really like to go to there's like this huge restaurant, and it's like an outdoor club at the same time, so.
Oh, that's fun. Were there any problems that you had, like either leading up to it or during the whole thing?
There was some people that went that just really didn't want to leave the condo at all, and so that was kind of annoying because, you know, we paid all this money, like why not like go outside and enjoy yourself? Like it was nice weather, even though it wasn't like hot, it was still like nice to be outside, and they just wanted to stay in the condo all day, which is really frustrating.
Do you think you're going to experience that again?
I don't think so. I think this group of people that are going are like ready to have fun and just relax and go to the beach. And
is it the same condo?
It's the same complex, but this one sleeps 10. The last one only slept 8.
And did you know all the people before you went?
I didn't know one girl that was going.
And do you have any advice for people going to spring break this year or Padre?
Definitely plan. Like if you don't plan it out, then you're gonna run into problems. Like plan, you know, who's gonna be driving, plan how many people are going, make sure that everyone knows that in South Padre at least, like if you don't have a wristband for that condo, you can't get back into that condo. So if you have a wristband from another condo and you meet someone, like I'm sorry, you can't bring them back. So just definitely plan everything out and just, you know, make sure you're safe and be cautious.
Do you take any precautions, do you think?
Definitely stay hydrated, drink a lot of water, especially since this semester it's like a week later, so it is going to be hotter.
Yeah. Okay. And do you want to add anything about your experience? Where have you been in the past for spring break?
Well, I grew up in Alabama, so a lot of my spring breaks in high school and college I spent at Panama City, Destin, Tallahassee, Pensacola, Florida Panhandle.
And how did you plan to go there? Did you just decide with friends, or like did you plan it out, or?
The one high school ended up being a senior year trip, and then after that it was just kind of spontaneous because I went to college about an hour and a half from the beach, so it was one of those we could just make a decision one afternoon and just say, hey, we're gonna go to the beach for a weekend, and so we would do that for spring break.
And what would you do when you got there? Like, what would you plan to do, or did you just go with your gut?
Usually just go with my gut, but we did have a family condo, so we would just stay at the condo if we went to Panama City, and from there we would just, whatever's going on, we would go with it.
And did you ever have problems going down to Panama City or wherever you went?
No, since because of where we were on a straight 4-lane highway straight to Panama City, so it was pretty easy to just get straight down there, and you know, being family condo, it was pretty easy to get into the condo. Usually while we were down there, we would just walk around because we were on the strip.
And did you ever have trouble with money or anything like that, or how would you plan for that?
No, because we usually had something saved up for a vacation. We would either plan for something during summer or during spring break.
Okay. And would you give any advice to students right now that are going anywhere?
If you're heading somewhere for spring break, make sure you have enough funds to get there and also get back. Once you get there, put a little something in the back so that you know how to get home.
Of course.
That was usually the idea of we would get into something and realize we got to save something so we can actually get back home. So that would be the one advice.
Okay. And is there anything you'd like to add about spring break or anything like that? Or about your experience?
Make sure at least one person that's not going with you knows where you're going.
Okay. Like your parents or
Doesn't have to be parents, but just somebody knows that where you're going to be.
So you're safe?
Yeah.